Alright guys, it's Khalif from Fat Guy Skinny Wallet here, and this is gonna be a hard video for me to make. Basically, I'm making this video to reflect on the last year of my weight loss journey, which is my first year of a weight loss journey, and I'm in the middle of writing an article about it now. And I have almost 2,500 words. Oh, wow, I have over 2,500 words written so far, and I'm not done. So I'm going to try to condense some of that stuff into an article. This video, because I don't want this video to be some 30-40 minute video. But it's hard for me to make because there are a lot of things that happened over this last year, things I didn't expect at all. So I guess I'll just get started. What I did for the article, and I'm just going to follow that here. You're going to see me keep looking at the computer. That's because I'm looking at what I wrote already. There were 5 words that I chose that really, I think, sum up the last year for me, and they all begin with D. So I'll just say on November 15th, 2011 was the first time I weighed myself on this journey. November 12th was my first actual workout. But November 15th, I weighed in at 287 pounds. I'm 5'6". My highest weight ever was 292 pounds. Yes, I was still 5'6". I was almost 300 pounds at 5'6", which is a lot for me. Which is a lot for anyone, but especially for me, given that I was under 200 pounds and very athletic in high school. So the first D is discussion. And over this last year, I began to use a lot of outlets to document my journey. For those of you who don't know, I have a blog, which is fatguyskinnywallet.com. And I actually write a lot on it. I used to write daily on it and just tell you guys what I was eating and what any temptations I faced, any workouts that I was doing, or changes I made to my workout. So I started writing about this blog, and it really helped me. It helped me knowing that whatever I do, I'm going to have to report it back to people. And I'm telling people that I want to lose weight, and if I make decisions that aren't consistent with someone trying to lose weight, then I'm going to lose support, and people are going to assume that I'm not serious about it. So discussion was a big part of it. Then I started my Facebook page, which is fatguyonfacebook.com, and I started posting pictures. I would just post different updates, things that were too small to put on a blog. I did the same thing with Twitter. You can check me out, fatguyonTwitter.com, and would just interact with people on Twitter. Again, things that are so short that it doesn't make sense to try to write a blog about it. I also started later on Instagram, a Fat Guy Skinny Wallet there, and posting pictures of my meals there, and also on Pinterest, using that to assemble a lot of healthy recipes and just different things that I'm trying to do. I'm fatguyonpinterest.com, and of course YouTube, fatguyonyoutube.com, if you want to go to the channel directly. So YouTube, I think, was the biggest addition because I had the blog already. Being on YouTube really helped because I was able to just press record and to speak whatever was on my mind, and there was much less of a filter in my videos than on my articles. My articles, it takes me hours to write an article. Even if it's something as simple as this is what I did today, it'll still take an hour to write it. So my articles have been edited a lot. A lot of times that's good because I'll get my thoughts and they will just come out of my head and come out of my mouth, and it probably sound like gibberish to you guys on these videos, but my articles will be very organized, and you can see the flow of my thoughts, and you can see, you can just pick, oh, that's where he messed up at. And it's very difficult to do that on these YouTube videos. But the YouTube videos are really good because I was able to just kind of go uncensored and just say whatever was on my mind at the time. And I can go back and see when I was really discouraged, and see when I felt like I wanted to give up, or when I felt like I was going to push ahead no matter what, or when I felt very excited about something that happened, or when something negative happened and I just kind of pushed it aside. So, yeah, that happened, and I was really excited about that. With YouTube as well, I met a lot of like really good people on YouTube, people who are trying to lose weight and um, really trying to change their lives, not just lose weight so they can look smaller and look good in a bikini or in a suit, but people who are really trying to change their lives. And I met a lot of nice people there, and okay, I guess I will just say this. I also met a good friend and a staff writer, Julie Wilson. I actually haven't announced on YouTube yet. I'm going to do that in a separate video, but I guess I'll just mention it here since I was going to just say that that's something else about YouTube, that I found someone to help write on my site and to write with a different perspective and to really help me in my journey as well. With different things. I mean, I'll go into that in another video, but yeah, so YouTube has been really good. Met a lot of really good people. Learned a lot of things on YouTube. I didn't know people were doing this. I didn't know people were making videos. I didn't know people were documenting things about their lives on YouTube. So it's all very new, but I've learned so much from it. The second D is discipline. I love working out. I love beating my body up. So it was that part of the discipline was easy. I'm pretty much addicted to working out. So it's not hard for me to want to work out. It's not hard for me to research about different workouts, to watch other people work out, and to glean things from them. I mean, I do a couple of different workouts, and they're usually hybrids of 6 or 7 different types of workouts that I see, and I see what will work well for me and what things I think are kind of a waste of time, and I want to do things as quickly as possible. So I love working out, but my discipline had to take me beyond that. Over the years, I love researching, and that's something that I do. I mean, my master's degree is in economics, and so that's nothing but research. I love researching, but I researched nutrition on how foods affect the body and affect the hormones, different types of eating protocols that are out there, different schedules for eating, different ways to combine foods that will have an effect on the body, and anything else that can be related to diet. And I also said I do the same thing for working out. So I knew all this stuff, and this isn't just last year. This is over the last few years, but it's one thing to know all these things and to know what to do, but then to actually apply it. So most of the time in my life, I knew what I needed to do. Cut out a lot of processed foods, cut out a lot of refined sugars, and refined grains, and I would do it for a couple of weeks and then just fall off. I would work out and I would know what I have to do when I'm being real intense and doing something, and then I would just stop and get lazy. So this time, I didn't get lazy. I didn't just stop completely. Even when I started to fall off, I picked myself back up, and I was disciplined enough to carry something out. I would hear something, read something, look at the research and say, wow, that looks like it makes sense. Let me see if I can apply it to my life and see if that will help me. And I would have the discipline to carry it through for 30, 60, 90 days to see if it works, and I can decide, no, this isn't right for me. It didn't have the same effect as it had on these people, or yes, this is good. I'm going to take this and add it to my overall weight loss health journey. So that's what I would do. And the biggest thing I guess I could say with discipline is I started waking up first at 5:30 in the morning, and then when I decided that I needed to spend more time with God and more time reading the Bible and in prayer specifically, I started waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I would pray, read the Bible with my wife when she was able to get up then, and then go and work out and have my protein and get to work at 8. So that was great. Being able to do that. And I'm not a morning person. I'm the person who can stay up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And if you let me sleep, I can sleep till 2, 3. I can sleep 12 to 15 hours every day. Now I can't, because my body is so used to waking up that early in the morning that if I don't set an alarm, I will still get up between 6:30 and 7. But I set my alarm for 4:30. So I think that's the biggest thing. that I've seen change. What goes along with that discipline is determination. There have been times where I've wanted to stop, I've wanted to quit. I've looked and said, you know what? I've worked so hard and I've only lost 20 pounds to this point, and it just seems like it's going to take too much work to lose 100 pounds. But I was determined that I'm going to make the change this time. This time will be different. I just kept telling myself that. And I don't know why, but I've tried in the past. I mean, I've tried to lose weight. I would lose 15, 20 pounds, and I would just fall off for different reasons. And this time I just knew it was different. I can tell. You know, I can just look into my own eyes and just see, like, nah, there's something different this time. You know, there's something I'll mention later about my supporters, but I didn't want to let people down. I didn't want to let people on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and Pinterest and Instagram and even my own website. I had all these people now supporting me. I didn't want to let any of them down. So now when I hit a setback, whether it be because of injury, whether it be because my wife being ill, whether it be because in my business I have a setback and I have to devote more time to my business, which means I probably can't work out as much, or I have to stay up late, can't wake up early. When those things happen, I just see it as, a bump in the road on this long journey. I don't see it as something that is a wall and just stops me, and then I go back to these old habits that I know are bad and I just keep doing them. So I think that's the difference, is that when I get hit one time, I'm getting back up and I'm punching his weight in the gut. I'm not just sitting back and being passive with it. I am determined to take my life over and to take my life back, for a number of reasons. One of them, obviously, is to glorify God, and to be able to do that and to be able to have the energy that I need, and to have the zeal and the vibrance that I need to carry things out. So that's one of the things that I think really pushed me.